Antoinette, and I hope you guys are having a great time. The day just started where I am at, and I hope it's going to be, I think it's going to be a great day. I really believe it. This morning I had got me some breakfast. I had me a little bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. I had before I had got it, I had went to the supermarket. At the time I got out the supermarket this morning, the sun was already out. It was super hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like 7 o'clock this morning. Like right now it's 10:02 where I'm at. But I was like, the sun came out already and it was like super hot. So I know today's going to be a hot, nice day. But I hope you guys have a great, great, great day. I wanted to come on here and talk about the secret to never going back. Okay? And and when I say going back, I'm talking to the people who left an abusive relationship. Okay? And I know there's some people who leave abusive relationships and they find themselves right back in that relationship. It's almost like a cycle, you know? It's just like, okay, I'm not talking to the person. I'm moving on with my life. You know, you say all this stuff to yourself, like, oh, I'm not. Even to your friends, family, you may say, oh, I'm never going back to that relationship. I'm not going to fall for the okie doke. But for whatever reason, you find yourself going back. And a lot of times when people go back to an abusive relationship, right, their mind is fixated on this person being, I guess, recovered. Like they are not going to be abusive anymore. So in their mind, they believe that this person is no longer abusive. Like they believe everything that they say, the lies that they tell. Okay. And so that's what they think. They think like, oh, okay, he says he's not going to beat me anymore. He's not going to hit me. He's not going to do none of those things. And I believe him because it was a time when our relationship was great and he didn't put his hands on me, you know? And so that's kind of like the psychology, the thought patterns that an abusive person may have. You know what I'm saying? They think like, oh, this person is not going to hit them anymore. So they go back, right? Because they think that they're going to turn back to the person that they first met, you know? But the reality is, once someone put their hands on you, okay, they are going to continue to do it, right? But a lot of times people don't see it like that. You don't see it like that because within your own mind, it's kind of like foggy almost. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you are fixated on, okay, I want to have a family with this person. This person promised me this. He said he's not going to do it again. And then, you know, he bought me a house. He bought me this. It's just so many different circumstances that could lead someone back, right? But what's the secret to not going back, right? To never going back. I'm talking about like moving forward with your life, like allowing that moment to be what it was, an experience. Okay. The number one thing is putting yourself first, putting your energy into yourself. Disconnect from that person. That's the secret to never going back. Putting yourself first, putting your energy into yourself, setting goals and following through with it. Right? Because when you entered the relationship, You was yourself, right? And now the relationship is over. It's almost as if you have to rediscover yourself, the things that you like, the things that you want for yourself. Okay? And not buying into the lies. Because sometimes we lie to ourselves about the truth, right? Sometimes people don't want to realize that things change. You know? I was just talking about this yesterday in reference to people wasting their time, right? And people could really waste their time in a relationship that is not for them, okay? And the reason why people are in these relationships is because they have certain beliefs attached to it. You know what I'm saying? Because let's face it, right? Some people will say, "Oh, well, I just want to marry one person," right? And they have like tradition and religious belief in reference to being married to one person, especially like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be with just one guy for the rest of our lives and everything like that, right? So you already have that thinking like, oh, I'm just going to marry one person. But what if you marry this person and he's abusive? He's abusive, right? Some people hold on to certain relationships because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, I just want to be married to one person, so I'm just going to deal with it, right? Or certain religious views that will keep you in that cycle or in that, abusive place. You understand what I'm saying? And the key thing is acknowledging the belief or the religious view that you have that's keeping you there. Because sometimes you're going to have to change your belief. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are literally being disfigured staying in a relationship like that. It's just not like verbal or psychological abuse or financial abuse. We're talking about physical abuse. Where someone permanently disfigures another person. That's not love. Okay, someone wanting to control and dominate you, and create you into a perfect person that they want, And it's just like, when you make a decision to leave, right? You have to pull your energy away, your mind, pretty much. You got to rearrange yourself, your thoughts. That's why like positive affirmations is a great tool for someone who's trying to kind of like reprogram their mind, because you got to reprogram your mind when you are exiting an abusive relationship. I don't think people understand how an abusive spouse can really break down your mind, that they just break you to the point where you are not thinking straight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people really understand the depths of it, right? But the secret to never going back, putting yourself first, right? But acknowledging all these other factors of why you stayed, right? And replacing it. Like, you got to create new belief systems for yourself, right? You have to start practicing self-love and self-care and, saying different affirmations and stuff like that to yourself. You have to you got to change a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at first it's going to be like, oh my goodness, this is just a lot. This is a lot, it's a lot. But hello to everyone out there. Thank you for tuning in to Beautiful Start Podcast. The topic this morning that I'm talking about is the secret to never going back, right? We want to move forward. We want to move forward. Okay? It doesn't matter what you've been through. Okay? As long as you survived, right? As long as you waking up a new day, you have the chance to continue to move forward, right? But giving yourself something else to think about, to worry about, to focus your energy on, right? Because when you make up your mind or make a decision to leave a relationship, right, the next steps to that, right, is working on a relationship with yourself. Working on a relationship with yourself. A lot of times people say, oh, the best way to get over someone is to find yourself a new person to be in a relationship with, right? And hey, that works for many people out there, but for me, I think like the best thing that you can do is like focus your energy on yourself, right? And because sometimes people just rush and get into another relationship and they just find themselves to be with a different person, but they still have all the traits that they ex had, right? Because you ever see someone that it's like they always in a relationship and the relationship is always toxic. It's like you went from one abusive relationship to the next abusive relationship, right? And you want to ask yourself, okay, why am I always in a relationship with somebody that's abusive? Take time out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have a relationship with yourself. Folks, set goals. Like think about some of the hobbies and different things that you want to do. You know? I know some people they like to be in love. Like they are in they are in love with being in love. You know what I'm saying? They want that for themselves, right? But honestly, I feel like taking the time out for yourself. Taking time out is critical. It's definitely it's something that people don't really talk about. They don't talk about it. They just like, okay, you left this relationship, that's it. But then you find yourself back in the relationship. It's like you know what I'm saying? You leaving, you coming, you leaving, you coming. It's just like you got to understand the game of it. The game. It's just a game. You know what I'm saying? And in order for you to win the game, you have to remove yourself and put the energy into yourself. Think about some different careers, some career goals that you possibly have. Or think about, because some people like they redirect their energy into themselves, into their selves, and they may start to develop a liking for fashion or dressing up. They dressing up, taking care of themselves, doing the hair, doing the makeup, doing the nails, spending time with people that they wasn't able to spend time with while they was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Going back to school, thinking about furthering your education, and it's just the possibilities are endless. Like you could really change certain things, and because your mind is focused on that other than the relationship that is in the past, other doors will open up. Other doors, other possibilities. So just, keeping that in mind, right? But going back only serves as a purpose of keeping you trapped, keeping you stuck in a loop that is only guaranteed pain, pain. And like I don't see like a positive end result with staying in an abusive relationship. I don't see the positive outcome of that, because you could possibly, number one, lose your life being in a relationship. Someone hit you the wrong way. What if they hit you and your head hit something, the corner of your head hit something, and you die. You understand what I'm saying? Or what if they permanently like disfigure you or something like that, you know? Or what if you defending yourself, you defending yourself, and you take the person out, and then you end up in jail for life. You know, it's just. Or what if he hurt someone that you love, like a family member or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you don't understand like the how it could really be so detrimental. You know, we can't change people, right? Just like I'm sitting here and I'm talking about this stuff, right? And at the end of the day, you can make your own decision and stay in an abusive relationship, right? We can't make people do anything that they don't want to do, right? Just like you can't change the person that your spouse that's abusive. You can't change nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's something to really understand. Right? And even when someone say, oh yeah, you pointed out to them about what they doing wrong, or oh yeah, you doing this, you hurting me, could you change, could you stop, or whatever, and they say, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna stop, I'm not gonna do it anymore, and then they do it again and again and again and again. You know, they just saying stuff because they know that, you know, that's what's gonna keep you there, right? But like I said, it could be very deadly. Very, very deadly. Now, this has been going on for centuries, years, right? And when people are in those type of relationships, they feel alone and like isolated. Like, oh, I'm the only one that's going through this, but there's millions of people who have possibly experienced that. And it's just like, you are not alone. You are not alone. There's a lot of people out there. There's different services, organizations, and stuff like that that assist and help out, you know, with these kind of things. You know what I'm saying? To help you get out, right? Because I always say, like, leaving an abusive relationship, to me, I don't think it's logical to sit down and have a conversation with somebody that's abusive about you leaving them. That's a no-no. Like, you want to leave an abusive relationship, the number one thing is, like, prepare in secret and go in secret. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave. Ghosting is, to me, I feel like, yeah, ghosting an abusive person and just leaving, to me, I think that's the best route. That's the best route. Because statistically speaking, when a person leaves an abusive relationship, they are more at danger, right? And it's not just leaving an abusive relationship. You got to think about everything that this person knows about you. They know where you work at. So it's like, okay, now you have to change where you work at or the location, right? You got to change certain places that, you know, saying schools and jobs and different places that you even hang around, that this like, cause think about it, an abusive person, sometimes they like to study the person that they're abusing, so they know everything about them. They know where they go, they know their schedule. So it's like, you leaving that, you have to change your schedule. You know what I'm saying? You have to start thinking strategically, because this person is out for blood. They trying to get at you. Like, that's how you got to see it. So when you leave it, me leaving, listen, deactivating your Facebook, your social medias, all that stuff. Just not staying somewhere where he know where you are at. You know what I'm saying? You got to be out. Like, you got to, like, think about it like, yo, this is life or death. Like, that's the type of psychology you got to have when you leaving, right? It's your life. You protecting your life. And so you got to think of it like that. Like, okay, I got to really change my life, my schedule, everything. It's starting all over, right? Starting over is not a bad thing, right? Hell, every time we wake up, we have the chance to start over. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing. Change is beautiful, right? For some people, they may see it as, yo, this is a challenge, this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, no, change is great, you know. Think about the year, right? We are in summer, right? But the fall is coming. And you guys know how I feel about fall. Honestly, like, listen, I have my Michael Myers shirt on right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing a summer wing, you know, but I can't wait for the fall to come, right? You see, we about to be in fall. And when I hear that we about to be in fall, I immediately think about Halloween, okay? Because I need to have a Halloween party, like, seriously. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is that every year we expect the seasons to change, right? They change on their own, right? And so with us, we have to change and grow. You know what I'm saying? We have to change. We have to change. Okay? And hello to everyone who has joined. Okay? The topic is the secret to never going back. And you are listening to Beautiful Start Podcast. I am the host, Antoinette. Okay? And I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who has recently subscribed to the channel. And if this is your first time tapping in, definitely subscribe, definitely share, and let me know where you listening from, okay? But yes. I want all of you guys to live your best life, to be the best you. You know what I'm saying? To understand, like, yeah, we ain't perfect, right? Sometimes we choose a horrible spouse. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? The beautiful thing about that is that we could choose to move forward. We could choose to move on. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I gotta go. Thank you for tapping in and listening. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button and share. And I'll see you on the next live. Okay?